Yo, people, what's going on there? Hope y'all are doing well, yeah. Back with another one. And I know I know you know which one is this, which one we doing, you get me? Young Thug came in with an album. You could say it's a surprise album, titled Business is Business. And I think it's some sort of retaliation to him. But before we get into that, yeah, like, comment, subscribe, do all of those good stuff. We almost there at the 100 subs. Let's push. We're almost there, you get me? And the numbers are good as well. Like, we're racking up. So let's just continue and I'll be consistent on my side, you get me? But yeah, without further ado, let's get into this thing, you get me? So with this album, yeah, Business is Business by Young Thug, I think it's some sort of retaliation for Gunna's album, you know what I mean, that he dropped the other week. A gift or a curse, if I'm not mistaken, yeah. That's the title of Gunna's album, yeah. And with this album, it's a retaliation thing if you think about it. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, before the album was released, I think a few days back or a few weeks back, he done a countdown for the album. And I think it's a retaliation thing. He knows that, you know what, yeah. And I think we can all come to the conclusion that my man Gunna snitched, you know what I mean? We can come to that conclusion because you can see that Gunna is still on his way of promoting Thug's music. We've seen him post the track list on his stories on Insta. He's there, we've heard him on his album saying, free Jeffrey, all of those things, yeah. But then now in Young Thug's album is a totally different dimension. And with the title like Business is Business, I just think that, you know what, the thing is strictly business now. It's no more family shit, because them two were like tight. YSL, all of that, from the ground up coming down, and it's, for me, I don't. It's crazy, you know what I mean. But let's get into Young Thug's album, 23 songs. For me, in my opinion, it's a decent album. It reminds me of So Much Fun, but So Much Fun was so much fun. You get me? Was so much better than this one. You know what I mean? I think this album is almost similar to that, feature-wise, almost the same. I think for me, the most surprising thing was that there was no Gunna feature. Because if you think about it, yeah, go check Young Thug's previous albums. I think for the past 5 or 6 years, yeah, Gunna is always there. Man was in the Slime and P, Punk, he's always there. Features, and he's not here. That tells you already that, yeah, it's done, you get me? It's done there. We've got features like Lil Baby, Travis Scott, them and the obvious things for a Young Thug, yeah. It just reminds me of So Much Fun, and for me, it's a decent album. I can't bash it too much. It's a decent album. It reminds me of So Much Fun. I've said that before. You see, so there's not much to compare. But what I can say is that I enjoy Gunna's album way more than Young Thug's album. You know why? As I said before, previous vids, you can go check them out that I done last week. Gunna's album has meaning to it. You know what I mean? He's not rapping for the sake of rapping. Yeah, there's meaning to certain tracks, and the way he's use certain beats to show some sort of emotion and all of that. That's the reason. There's a meaning there, and you can hear with the beats. Young Thug's album is, for me, it's just a Young Thug album. You get me? You know what you're gonna expect. Obviously, there was like 2 or 3 tracks where he spoke, on the issue, saying that, you know what, my man's a red, it's done now, and all of this. You know what I mean? All of this shit, and you've also got other artists like Lil Baby hopping on, and also dissing back and all that. And if I'm not mistaken, there was like a recording, yeah, where where Fuck said to Lil Baby, like, you know what, yeah, we dropping an album the other week, we're gonna try to compete with Ghana. It tells you really that relationship is done now, you get me? It's strictly business, as a title is called Business is Business, yeah. And it's long. The thing is that the music industry is just too choosy and all that, you get me? Like, and as I said, like, they take this thing so serious. It's mad. 6ix9ine, he's in the gutters there. It's long for him. Ghana now, but I think Ghana will be good because it's not like with 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine, even Spotify and other streaming platforms didn't even bother to promote his music. But Ghana, you can see that there's something there. It's very picky, the music industry. But in terms of the relationship between Young Thug and Ghana, I think it's long. And you could say that Young Thug made Ghana, and obviously people will say, but nah, how come Young Thug and Lil Baby's tracks, I think the highest streaming tracks are the ones that feature Ghana, you know what I mean? If I'm not mistaken, people will look at that and say, yo, look at this, they're getting good numbers and all that. But you can see that they take the snitch thing serious, and they back off, you get me? And you have to move, you get me? This album, Business is Business, for me, it's just a decent. Features wise, you know what you're gonna expect. Travis Scott and these people, yeah. You're gonna get sneaky punchlines from, the situation and all that. And it's long. I just think Gunna needs to just focus on himself, his own streak, his own role, you get me? And just be, I won't even say not even self-employed, but, be yourself for once, because the relationship is gone. The whole fucking world can see it, but there's no point in promoting his music and all that when he's not fucking with you no more. You get me? So that's all I can say, really. It might be a short one there, but that's what I'm saying, that the album is decent. Out of 10 is 6, Can't be so much fun. It reminds me of so much fun. It's, almost a similar album, you could say. It's almost similar, but obviously so much from the bigger qualities and all of that and different types of track. This one is just repetitive, you get me? So yeah, 6 out of 10. Decent album. There's only like a couple of tracks that I like, and yeah, that's it, you know what I mean? But I said, yeah, that relationship is done. It's done out here. They can't even fix it up. It's long there, you get me? And yeah, I think that's it, you get me? That's a short one before I start my day, they try to get this out for y'all. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe. And then I think next week or before the end of the month, J Haas, you get me? That's where we're gonna cook there. We're gonna hear different flavors there. But yeah, I'll check it on another video, and yeah, see you.